See, what I do is we're going to add what I got on the road and what he's getting in the river together to get a full discharge. So I really don't know what he's got yet. What we do is we call it into the office, and there's a guy that's coordinating all this stuff there. We give him the data, and he tells us what's happening. He's got an exhaustive database, and he just plugs the stuff in and says, "Oh, that's the highest we've ever done," or "Well, that's the second or third highest," or whatever. You know, things like that. So that's.
How deep would you say it is there?
On the road?
Yeah.
I know exactly. It's 1.1 feet in the center, where the smoothest flow is in the middle, where it's not turbulent.
Yeah.
That's where the fastest water too is, and it's about so roughly a foot deep, and it's flowing at a maximum velocity of 4 feet per second over the road. So if somebody goes walking across that road and they're not trained to do this, they're gonna go downstream. Yeah. You know, it's pretty fast flows.
She's 86. She's living by herself.
Wow.
And he comes over to help her with the with the pumps, you know, and all that.
Jeez. All right, good.
That's the building inspector that helps us.
St. Hilaire?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's been coming over there.
That's awfully nice.
Oh, yeah, by God. It's the only one that's helping her, by God. But like I say, I got my own. I'm 90 years old. I ain't as peppy as I used to be.
So I guess what happened was, for the last storm,
2 weeks ago or whatever.
2 weeks ago, they were repairing this road, yeah, and they got pretty far along with it, and then there were a couple of rainy days, so they didn't really do much work then. I guess what happened was, it's pretty close to completion, but they had a couple of rainy days, so it didn't really happen. And so when the next storm came, I guess up on the hill, a ton of water, there's a lot of flooding up there, and it all comes just rushing down to find the water back at the golf course. So it rushed down the road and took most of the road with it and filled craters as it came down, pushed its way all the way down River Road, and then started making its way down to the river, because it had no other place to go.
And it cut through your yard,
Yeah.
down your driveway?
Yeah, so it looks like it started cutting right into my yard through my house. It looks like somebody dumped, a truck must have come by and dumped some sand to stop the flow at some point during the night when it started getting bad.